So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn a simple portfolio design. So we are going to make this simple portfolio design which are for the beginners, and you can use it for the amateur programmer as well. Okay, and you can use this for your simple college project or for anything else, assignments like that. Okay, so we have a different page for different part and different section. So this is just a simple basic design for the beginners. As I've already told you, we have also our about page. Here we have our contact page and we have links for here, and also we do have our here copyright system. Okay, so now let's move on to our about me page. So this is our about us page. So you cannot just copy anything from here. So we have overlaid our dark background. Okay, so now we have here, at last we have here a contact page, and this is just a simple contact page. So we have used a simple bootstrap over here. Okay, and you can also send the message from here. So okay, we have just used a simple bootstrap system. Okay, so let's move on to our home page. So as you can see, we do have also our preloader. So if we refresh our page, you can see we have a preloader as well. So we'll be making those as well. So let's move on to the folder. First of all, what you'll need to do is you need to download a folder named a portfolio from the page description. Okay, then after downloading this folder, you will have all of these files and the folders. So we have our images over here. Okay, so we have our JS file. So these are almost all completely empty, and here are some CSS files that we have linked in our Visual Studio Code. Okay, so after downloading the folder from the description, just go to the any source code editor. So I have here a Visual Studio Code. So now I'll open a Visual Studio Code, that is our VS Code. So after downloading the folder, just go to the open folder over here, and then just select the folder that you have just downloaded, that is our portfolio folder. Then just select the folder. So after you have select the folder, it will open this page, and I have already set up everything over here. Okay, I have just linked everything, style.css, the link with the CSS files for everything over here. Now what we'll do here is just we'll start with a HTML code, HTML and some CSS, and using simple bootstraps. Okay, so now just go to the live server. So let me just increase the font of this first of all. Okay, so we'll start from our index.html from the header, and we have here the three main section, that is our header and our preloader and our home section. Okay, so we'll start from our index.html. So now first of all, we'll be starting from our header tag. Okay, so just have a header tag with a inside a nav tag with a class called the nav bar. Okay, nav bar, and we have another nav bar with a fixed stop with a fixed stop, and a nav bar default. Okay, so inside this nav tag we will create a div with a class called the container. Okay, so inside the container we'll have our first button. Okay, so that would be have a type of the button. This is a button, and with a class called the navbar toggle. So after this we'll just create some span with a class called sr only. So and we'll write here toggle navigation. Okay, so we'll create more span over here with a class icon bars, not icon bars, only icon bar. Okay, and just copy and paste it 2 more times and just save it. So after doing this, we'll be separating from the button, and we'll work for one more nav tag with the class, okay, that is navbar full screen, and just give a ID of a navbar middle. Okay, so after doing this, we'll create one more button with a type of the button with the class called close, and yeah, we'll have a area level, area level. Okay, so we have a area level of the close, okay, and we'll just have a span of the area hidden, area hidden, that would be true. Okay, and just write here @ times just end of the button. Okay, so we'll have a end of our button over here. Okay, so now just come below the button tag, and now we'll just create another list with the class called the navbar full screen links. Okay, then we'll just create some list, okay, list with the anchor tag, and the anchor tag we'll have here will be, first of all, we'll just leave this one. Now just copy and paste it 3 times. Okay, so we have our index.html, about, project, and the contact.html. yeah, so just add here index.html, here project.html. In the third one we'll have our about.html, and in the fourth one we'll have contact.html. So now just add this link over here. Okay, just write here title, and then just copy over here, and then here. Now just write your link, that is our home. Okay, and this is our project. So third one is our about me page, and the fourth one we'll have is the contact.html. okay, so let's see on our web page. Okay, so just open with the live server. So we have here, you can see we have our this page. So you can see we have already done this. Okay, so you can see again we have already done up to here, and these links are directly connected to project.html. as you can see, we are in the project.html, so we need to come back again. Okay, so you can see we have created these links. Okay, so now after doing this, what we will do here is just we'll create a footer, okay, in the same nav tag. So we'll just add a class with a footer container, and then inside the div we'll just write a p tag with a small, very small, okay, that is just a copyright. Okay, so okay, here we have our copyright symbol with the let's write my name, and then I'll write here website created from PROROZ. So what this will do is, you can see, so when we open this navbar, you can see we have our copyright signal over here. Okay, so now we'll just create a one more paragraph tag with the class called the footer share icons. Okay, share icons. Okay, so inside these we'll just add a simple icons with the anchor tag link. Okay, so you can have a link over here, so whatsoever you added link of. Okay, So we'll just add some class called the fa icons, and just give a title with a blank, and now just add a icon tag with the class of the fa. Let's say what we'll add here is, let's say, Twitter. Okay, Twitter with the area hidden of the true. So okay, so we should have our Twitter's logo here. So you can see we have our Twitter logo. So we'll just do the same. Okay, we'll just do the same for the another 3 links. Okay, so just change this icon name. So let me just WhatsApp, let's say GitHub. Okay, and the last one, let's say LinkedIn. Okay, so here you can see we have our 4 icons. So these are not working as I've been thinking, so let's move to our okay, so let's see the error. Okay, so this one is fa icon only, not icons. Okay, so if you make this fa, this is a font awesome icon, so this should work now. So yeah, so it is working properly, as you can see. So now what we will do here is, now we have finished our navbar section. Yeah, so now we'll be working for our preloaders, so which I have shown you in the previous video. Yeah, so we'll be working for our preloader. So this is the end of our header. Now we'll be working for our preloader. So first of all, just create a div with the class called the animation load. Okay, so after doing this, just create a one more div with the class called a loader. So inside the loader, just write anything. Okay, just write loading. So now this is the end of the preloader. So now what we will do here is just come to the style.css. Okay, just open the style.css, and then after coming to the style.css, just will work for this animation load class and the loader class. Okay, so just write the dot, that is our class, and then write the animation, and this is animation load. So just work for this, just write a position of the fixed with the top of 0, left 0, right also 0, and the bottom one also 0, and then just give a background color of the white. Okay, and the z index would be 6 times 9. Okay, so now after doing this, just go to the loader class. So this is our second class that we have created. So now just give the width of the let's say 200 pixel. Okay, and just give the height the same of the 200 pixel with the font size of the 0, with the position of the absolute. Okay, with left of 50%, and the top as well as a 50%. So after doing this, we'll add our background image with the URL link. So the image that we have here is inside this asset and inside the image. So first of all, we need to link with the go inside the asset. So just write the assets. Okay, then inside the image images, we have our loader dot gif. Okay, so this is what we have here. Okay, so it should load. So just refresh, and you can see our loader over here. So what we'll do is just background no repeat. Okay, so background repeat, just write no repeat, so it should come only one times. And just what we'll do here is now just give a background position of the center, so it should come to the center. and just give some margin of the minus 100 pixel, 0 for the top, 0 for the bottom, and 0 pixel on the right. So yeah, we have our made successfully our preloader. So now what we will do here is we'll just work in this main.js part. So it has already been linked with our index.html and also with the other about.html and other sources, other parts. So now just come to the index.html, okay, and now what we will do here is we'll write some functions, create some functions, and create a loader as per our need. Okay, so just we'll just start from the global j query. Okay, so just write a jQuery, then the function with the dollar, okay, and just give this one just use strict, close this. Okay, so what we will do here is just create some okay, just let me write here, just create a var app is equals to dollar option tends to this one, okay, and just write the dollar loader we have here, and the dollar loader with a dollar sign dot loader. Okay, sorry, this one is comma as well, and just give a animation load colon dollar, then just give a quotation mark with dot animation load. So just don't make any mistake on the spelling, okay, so it will cost you a lot later on. So now after doing this, we'll just bind the events. So just write bind events, bind events, okay, and then just call the function. Okay, so this is we are doing a binding events over here. So just write a dollar with the window dot on. So on load, we want this dot load dot bind this. Okay, so just close this one, and okay, so we'll just close over here. Now what we'll do here is just load the function. Okay, load the function, and okay, just write here a page preloader. Okay, this is page preloader. So just write here this dot dollar with a loader dot delay of 200. Okay, that is enough, I think. So write the fade out function, okay, and just write this that animation load dot delay with the 500 dot fade out function with the slow. Okay, so now just end this as well. Now we'll just write here init, call the function, and just write option, and then write the dollar dot extend. So as I've already told you, just don't make any mistake on the spelling, so it will cost you a lot, and it will not work if you have just a simple letter missing on your code. Okay, so don't make any bugs. Just recheck if you have if you think you have done some mistakes over here. You can just replay the video as well. Just write this dot bind events and call the function. Okay, so just end of this, and over here, and just write here app.init function, and just end this over here and end this over here. Okay, so after doing this, it should work as per as I have known. So okay, so main.js. Okay, so this one is options. And here is the this.animation load. So okay, so this one is this.load. Okay, so this one is working right now. Okay, so this one over here, just write a this.load, so it just automatically takes my this dollar loader. Okay, so right here this load, and here I just missed this dot over here, and this one is options. Okay, so after doing this, it should work. As you can see, if you refresh the page, we'll have our refresh over here. So now just you can just exit this main.js, and we'll just start working again over the index.html, because we haven't finished our home page. So after doing this, we'll be working for our, just come to the home part and just create a div with the class called, let's say, main. Okay, and just create another div with the class called not a class, just create a div and just give a id of the home. Okay, so now after creating a div id with the home, just create a small div with the class called okay, so write just hero with the container, so hero with the full container. Okay, just write the full container and just give a background image of the container as well. Okay, write the container and with the black text container. So just end of the class over here. Okay, now just come down and then just create another div with the class of the row, and just create a column now for the col md7. So this is for the medium, and it will take 7 grid. Okay, so after doing this, just leave one space over here. It will be back over there. Okay, and just give some just write here a h1 tag with your name. You can just write your name. Okay, I'll write my name, Rojan Chitrakar, with the, and then just write a br tag. So you can see over here, this is my name that has been printed, and just write some paragraph over here. So okay, so this is our page right now. Okay, so now so I've told you to just leave some space over here. So what we will add here is just we'll add some component, CSS component, that is just add some overlay. Okay, overlay gradient. So what this will do here is just it will just overlay something called a black color div. Okay, okay, so dient. Okay, so this is guardian, not gradient, so this is gradient. So it should show like this. So if you just comment out this, okay, so you can see it is a little bit soft, and if you just remove the comment, you can see it is little bit darker. And so after doing this, what we will do here is just add some break over here. Just remove one more break over here from here. It doesn't look good. Okay, so just add some break. Okay, 5 times, 6 times. Okay, just add it for the 5 times. So yeah, it looks more better right now. Yeah, so we'll just have a end of the div over here. Okay, and now what we'll do here is just create a one more div with the class of the column with the medium of the 4 and column of the medium with offset of 1. Okay, so we'll add our image over here. So image, just write image with the source, and the source we have here is the asset with the image, and the image we have here is 33333 and JPG. So you can remove this. Okay, and just add a class that would be responsive, that would be image, okay, responsive. So okay, so after doing this, so we have finished our home section. So yeah, you can see we have our home section, we have our preloader as well, and we have this, our beautiful home page. So now we move on to our about page. So we'll just do our project and the last. Okay, so we'll just move to our about me page. So after doing the HTML part, just move to the about.html. okay, so as you can see, everything is linked over here just like we have in our index.html. So now we just need to add our HTML code in the index.html, and most of them up to the preloader will be adding a same thing of the index.html. okay, so yeah, what we'll do here is just copy from the body tag, body of the add your content to header, and come up to the end of the preloader. Okay, so just copy these all and then come to the about.html and just replace them. Okay, so just copy and just paste it over here. So you can see we have our navbar menu on our about.html as well, and we already have in our index.html. So now come to about.html. So now we'll be working on this about.html part. So now we'll be starting from our home section. Okay, so now we'll be starting from the home section. Okay, so just first create a div with the main class. Okay, and then inside we'll just create a div with the same id that is equals to the home, and inside the div of the home, so we'll create a div with the class called the row, and we'll add some column of the col.medium, not medium, extra small, that would be 12. Okay, and then just add some div with the column of the mid 4. So inside this we'll add our image with the source of the assets. Okay, assets with the inside image, and over here we'll just add a 123.jpg and just add a class that is img responsive. So the website we are making, they are all responsive. Okay, so you don't have to worry to make them responsive after all making this. So after doing this, we'll just add another div with the class called the column with the medium of the 7. Okay, and just add a offset as well, call with the md, and the that would be offset of the 1. Okay, and inside here we'll just add a div with the okay, just let's just add a gap over here. We'll just add overlay gradient over here just like we add over here. Yeah, so just leave the one space over here. Now what we'll do here is just write a h1 tag with the class. Okay, so the class name would be, let's say, h2. Okay, and then just write a Rosen Chitrakar. Just write your name, because we are on the about page and we are about to describe ourselves. So just write a p tag with the style of the text, align that would be justify. Okay, so we want our text to be justified. So now what I'll do here is I will just add tons of text over here. So you can just copy it, or you can do anything, or you can just write it by yourself. Okay, so I've just write a short paragraph about myself. Okay, so if you want to see, so I have here my hardworking college with the, okay, Okay, so I think I have just missed something over here. Just okay, so this shouldn't be up over here. So just create a div over here with the class that we have just created on the front in the index.html as well. Just write hero.full with the container, and then just write a black text container. Okay, so move this div over down to the over here. So now it should work. Yeah, so it is working right now. Okay, so just add a div of this one. So we have missed this one. Okay, so now after doing this, what we will do here is just add a simple break tag over here. Okay, and then just add a link of our email and other things, Facebook, like that. Okay, so just add a class name with a list with the unstyled class. Okay, and just inside here we'll just add a list with the anchor tag. So you can add the www.facebook.com or anything you want. Okay, just give a title of the blank with the class called link like text. Okay, so after doing this, what we will do here is just write a email, and then just write your email. So you can see my email over here. Yeah, so they are actually a link, so you can just see you can just click over here and go to the direct link. Okay, so now what we'll do here is just do same for the others as well. Just add as much link as you want. Okay, you can add anything over here. So yeah, you can see we have our 5 links. So just change this. Let's say this is not our email, so let's change this to the Facebook. So after doing this, you can see I have a link over here. So now I just want to create a overlay gradient like I created in my home page. So you can see, so just like this. I don't want anyone to just copy this text from my account, so I'll be making same, but you can't, after making this, you can't be able to like do a link like this. Okay, so we have to leave a space over here. Yeah, so what I want you to do is just add a div with a class of the overlay overlay gradient. Okay, so this will cause a full for the full one. So if you just cut over here and just if you just paste it over here, it will just come up to this our about us page, about me page. Okay, so you won't be able to click on any link over here. You can just see, and you have to type it by yourself. Okay, so as you can see, we have finished our about page as well. You can see we have our preloader, and we have finished our home page as well. So here we have our preloader as well. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be moving on our contact page. Okay, so here we'll be doing the same. We have to just so here we'll be doing the same. We just have to add a same thing from the index.html like we do on our about.html page. Just come up to here, just copy the from the add your content of the header to the end of the preloader. Okay, just copy up to here and then go to the contact.html that you have. You can find it over here, and after doing that, just copy, just replace this all. Okay, and just leave the contact page only. So after doing this, you can see we have our navbar in here. So now after doing this, we'll be starting to make our contact page. Okay, so we'll be starting from our contact. So what we will do here is the same thing that we do on our everything on the index.html and our about.page. Just create a div with a class called main. Okay, and then just create another div with the class not a class, with the id called home. Okay, so after doing this, we'll be starting our contact section. Okay, so contact section, let's write here start as well. Okay, so after doing this, we'll be creating a div with a class called a hero full container. So I have been repeating this for several times, so you might have known what I have been doing. Yeah, so just write the same container, then just write the div with the contact. Okay, and then create another div with the container. Okay, just and leave this space over here like we did in our previous HTML files, so we can add our overlay gradient over here. Okay, so just leave a space over here and then start from here, from the div class with the container inside, and then just create one more div with the class, let's say section header, with the text in this center. Okay, and we'll work inside this class. So just write get in touch. So you can see our get in touch over here. So after doing this, we'll just add a simple break in here and just end off this div tag. Okay, so then we'll create a div with the class called the row. Then we'll add some column, that would be column with the column 12 with the text in the center. Okay, and we'll just create one more row for the our contact, and just add a div with a another class called a col with the medium of the 4, and we have our contact items. Okay, so now we'll add our icon with the I tag with the I class. Okay, and then just write font awesome icon with the FA with the map market alt. So yeah, you'll see our icon over here. Okay, and just add a style, just add some style of the font size, that would be 20 pixel. Font size, that would be 20 pixel. Okay, 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 and then just add a some border of the 2 pixel solid black. Okay, then add some padding of the 10 pixel and then 15 pixel, and also add some okay, and also add some border radius of the 50%. So you can see our icon inside here. Okay, so this is not market, so this is a marker. So okay, yeah, you can see our location tag, location icon over here. Yeah, so after doing this, we'll just create one more div with the class called the contact text. Okay, so inside this we'll just add a attribute tag with let's say location, and then just write a p tag with the location, let's say Kathmandu, Nepal. So yeah, we have our location over here. So just after the two divs, we'll just work for we'll just add another div with the class called the col md for 4. Okay, sorry, so col md for 4, and just have a contact items over here as well, not the items, this is just a contact item, and just do the same for here. as well. Just you can just copy and paste this, just copy over here and just paste it, and you can just change the icon name. Otherwise everything is just same with the phone alt. So you can see our phone icon as well, and just you can just copy this as well. Okay, just change the location to the phone, and you can just add the number over here, just replace it 1 2 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 8. So here's our number. Okay, and now we'll just do the same for our email as well. Okay, okay, just copy this, and just you can just paste it, so you can see our phone. So just replace the phone alt into the envelope. Okay, sorry, ENVELOPE. Okay, so the envelopes spelling wrong, so change the phone to the email, and the email I have here is @gmail.com. okay, so here's my email as well. Okay, so now after doing this, we'll just add our input over here, our name and everything. Okay, so just leave the 1 2 3 4 div. Okay, and just we'll start from after the fourth div. So just write column with the 12 grid, and just write a div with the class called the contact form, and just give a div with the ID called the success. Okay, and so after doing this, we'll just create a form. Okay, just create a form, then just write a create a div with the class. Okay, let's say control group. Group, just write the input with the type of the text. Okay, and the ID equals to name, and placeholder equals to your name. So required equals to required, and with the okay, wait, we have to add more thing. So with the data validation required, with the data validation required, message is equals to please enter your name. So we have done this for our name, you can see. Okay, so I think I haven't added any class over here, so just add a class that is form group. No, form control. So oh yeah, so this is working now. So now we'll just do the same for our email. Okay, just copy this and paste it, and just write a type of the email over here. Form control same, your name, change it to your email. Okay, and just required is required, just right here, please enter please enter your email. Okay, so now we'll just do the same So after doing this, we have to add a simple class as well. I just missed one. Okay, write the block, then write the text, then there. Okay, so just copy this and just paste it over here. And now after doing this, we'll just copy the same control group up to the close end of the div. Just copy and paste it. Okay, type would be same, but the id we'll have here is the subject, and the small letter, that would be a subject. Okay, and your placeholder would be the subject. Okay, and just write here, please enter a subject. So okay, so after doing this, we'll be just copy and pasting the same again. So now right now the input will be changed into the will be changed into the text area. Okay, so just remove this type from here and just change the id to the message, placeholder your message. Okay, and please enter here. So now after doing this, we'll be adding our button as well. So after the end of this, just create a div, then inside the div we'll just add a button with the class called the btn. Okay, and the type should be of the submit with a id of send message. And then just add a border of the 1 pixel. So just move this to the second line. Okay, just add a border of 1 pixel of solid black. So after doing this, just write a send message. So after the form, we'll just add a small break over here. Okay, 3 breaks. So okay, so and then after adding some breaks, come up to the over here, that we have just leave a space between the div class and the container. Okay, so just add a div with the class of the overlay gradient. Okay, so after doing this, just you can just open the page. You can see we have done our contact page as well. Okay, so you can just write your name, your email, subject, and the message, and you can just send the message. Okay, so now after doing this, we'll be moving on to our project.html part. So it is completely blank as well, and you know what to do at first. So just come to the index.html or any other part and just copy from the add your content of the header to the end of the preloader. We have been doing this for the fourth time now, so you should know what we are doing, and just paste it over here. So after doing this, we'll be starting from our project. Okay, so this is for the project. So we'll be starting from the same section, that is our div with the class of the main, and inside the main we'll be adding our div with the class or the id of the home. Okay, so after we create a div, so now inside just create a div with the class, that is just the same thing we have been doing again and again and again. Okay, so just create a container and then just write a background with the image, and then just write a container again and just write a white text container. So after doing this, we'll just go inside this div. Okay, I'll just wait. We'll just add a style. So just don't close not the end of this div, just write a style inside the same div and just give a background. So just give a background image of the URL. Okay, So this should be here, background image of the URL, then just write the path. Okay, so that is our assets, and inside the image we have the a.jpg. So after doing this, just inside the same div we'll just have a div with the class of the container. Okay, then inside this we'll just have another div with the class of the row, then we'll just create a column. Okay, just write a column with the extra small 12. Then again create another div with the class of the hero full wrapper. Okay, so then after this again create one more div with the class of the text content. Okay, then just write a text with the center. Okay, so now we'll be working. So after doing this, just leave it over up to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, just leave it up to this sixth div. Okay, so that is up to over here, just leave it up to here. Then we'll just work on this div id home. Okay, so after doing this, just create a div with the class of the section container, and inside this div we'll just work for another class with the container. Then create a div with the class of the row, then create a div with the column of the extra small 12. So then write another div with the class of the text with the center, and then write a section with the container spacer. Okay, then inside we'll add a h2 tag with the class of the width PROROZ with project number. Then just write a span with the class. Okay, then inside the class we write a project with the number, that is 01. Okay, okay, so we'll have here in just a moment. Okay, so that is our 01, and then I will write here let's say software development. Okay, so I have right up to here. So let's see. So okay, so this is our software development. So after this, after the end of this div, we'll just create another div with the class of the row section container. Okay, container section container spacer again. So inside this div will be adding one more div with the column of the md4, and inside this div will again create another div with the same class, that is section div with the class of the same thing, section container spacer, and inside here we'll just write a h3 tag with the web development. Okay, and just write a p tag with the, just write your name and just a 2022, just a date. So you can see we have done over here. Yeah, so just the end of this div, we'll just add a h4 tag with for the credits and queues. Okay, so just have a on order list with the class, and that would be list on styled, and inside this we'll just add a li star 3. Okay, just these are just a random name. Okay, so here's our credits and queues. So after doing this, just after the end of the unordered list, we'll just add another thing, that is our address. So after doing this, we'll just have a end of this div, then we'll just create another div. Okay, so we have just completed our 4 part of our whole 12 div. Now we'll just add one, complete the whole div with a div of column md8. So in here we'll just add our whole text. So just say how to create software from scratch. Okay, so here's our how to create a software from scratch. So now we'll just add a simple anything text over here. So just write p tag, then just write a lorem ipsum. Okay, not enough. And then just after the 2 div, we'll just add our image with the source, another image. It is from the assets inside the image, and the third image we have our here is c.jpg. So this is our first image, yeah, and this is our second image. Okay, so after doing this, what I will do here is just make a class with the img responsive. So I think I haven't. So okay, yeah, so it is looking better now. Yeah, now we'll be adding some text right down below this. So just after this image, we'll just like a block code of with the class, let's say text center, and then large spacing. So inside this block code we'll write a p tag with a lorem ipsum. So yeah, here we have our lorem ipsum as well. So just reduce okay, so yeah, it looks better now. And just we'll add some small tag with a class of the pool white class, and then just right here okay, let's say Zambika. Okay, so here we have our author as well, and this is our code. Okay, so now after doing this, we'll just move down and just create another div with the class of the row, and inside this we'll just create another div with the column with the md6. Okay, so, and then we'll just add a image of the, just copy this. Okay, and just paste it over here, and just we'll just change this one. Okay, just make it responsive as well. So yeah, okay, it looks good. So after doing this, we'll just add a anything text. Okay, so here's our simple text for this photo. So now okay, we'll just copy this column, paste it over here. Yeah, it looks good. And then after we have just completed 2 more div, we'll just add another image source. Okay, sorry. Okay, just copy this, just change the image. Okay, make it responsive, img responsive as well. So yeah, it looks better. And then just add some text. Okay, so just add the same text, or you can just add anything you want. Okay, So yeah, we have our another thing. So yeah, after doing this, after for div, we'll just take a break over here and just create another div with the class of the nav bar, and again a nav bar with a default nav bar fixed fixed bottom. So okay, yeah, you can see we have a line over here that is already fixed. Okay, so now we'll just create another div with the class of the container. So inside this div container, we'll just create another div with the class of the row, and inside this we'll just create another div with the let's say column with the extra small 12 with a text in the center, and with the another list class, let's write a nav bar nav. So inside this we'll just add a list tag, okay, with a anchor tag, and then just write a class of the project nav left with a span class project number with the project number 01. And what I want over here is let's show previous. So okay, so it is not showing on the left side. Project nav left. So okay, it should show later on, I think. Okay, so just leave it. So now what I will do here is just after the unordered list, I'll just create a p tag with a class called the h5 navbar text, and I will write here web development with a icon tag with a class fa chevron down. So this is a arrow, down arrow, and arrow down, arrow down, and then area hidden would be true. Okay, so here's the end of the tag. Okay, so of course, like, it is showing, but it is not completely working, I think. Yeah, so previous is coming just above of the head, so I think I have done some mistake. Okay, so this is nav bar over here, so it should wait, so this is nav bar over here. So yeah, so it is working right now. Okay, so after doing this, where are we? Okay, after doing this, there's a end of this p tag. Now we'll just create another list with the class of the nav bar nav, again nav, with the nav bar, and this would be rigst, right? Okay, so inside this we'll just create a list with the anchor tag with the class called the same PROROZ project nav rigst, right? And just create a span with the class of project project number. Okay, then just add here 03, then the number would be here. I would write next. So yeah, it is looking perfect over here, but my icon is not working, I think. Yeah, fa chevron down, arrow down, area would be hidden, like okay. So here I missed the dash. So okay, yeah, so it is showing web development with a down arrow. And so we have just finished our project.html as well. We have finished our index.html, everything. So let me just show you from the beginning. So this is our project Rosen Chitrakar from the home page. Okay, so this is what we have on our home page. And now in the project.html we have this. We have made this. It looks absolutely stunning, yeah. And on the about.me page, we have our preloader, and also this our text over here. And on the contact page we have our get in touch with these some small icons, and also using this Bootstrap and the send message option. Okay, so I hope you have learned. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you loved my videos tutorial. So if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe and like my video. So thanks for watching again. See you in the next video. Bye bye.